I want to do this video about the fact that there is absolutely no indication in the entire Bible, both the Old Testament and the New Testament, of both Jehovah, who is allegedly Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ and his apostles and his followers, but more particularly and more specifically about the fictional characters of Jehovah and Jesus Christ, namely that there is no indication in the entire Bible that they were aware of microbiology and microorganisms, and that certain diseases and illnesses can be spread by microorganisms, by microbes, bacteria, etc. It's amazing, not to say flabbergasting, how the alleged creator of the universe never mentioned anything or did not indicate any knowledge or awareness of the fact that people can become ill a lot of times due to these microorganisms. They can cause diarrhea, malaria, whatever other illnesses and sicknesses. And that the only verse in the Bible, I think, that mentions something about when a person is ill or sick, what they should do is the Epistle of James, and I think it was chapter 5, and if my memory does not fail, that's verse 13, 14 maybe to 15, where this Apostle James, on behalf of his God, Jesus Christ, encourages and advises the Christians, the followers of Jesus Christ, that if somebody falls sick or ill, the only thing they should do is contact the elders, the pastors maybe, the deacons, and that they should gather together, say a prayer on behalf of this ill or sick person, maybe anoint him with oil, and there is a promise by the Apostle James that this person will absolutely, surely, and definitively get well. I just don't have any words. There is absolutely no mention in the Bible of the word doctor. And when I say doctor, I mean a medical doctor. There is absolutely no indication that Jesus Christ and Jehovah and the apostles of Jesus Christ knew anything about medicine. I'm not talking about science, because there were, not only they didn't know anything about science, they were absolutely anti-science people. The Bible and Christianity, by definition, are counter-science. They hate science. And like I said, there is no mention of doctor. There is no mention or indication that these fictional characters, again, these are fairy tale characters of Jehovah and Jesus Christ and all of the apostles, that they knew anything about hospitals, medical clinics, doctors, anything like that. the only advice for sick people that comes from the Bible, that is from the author of the Bible, Jehovah himself, and Jesus Christ allegedly being the embodiment of Jehovah, is the only advice is to contact the, it doesn't say pastors, it says elders, but let's say in nowadays language, we can say the pastors and the elders, and they should say a prayer for this person, and there is anoint him with oil. I don't know if it's olive oil, sunflower oil, or grapeseed oil, and that this person will be cured, will be healed, will get healthy. And that's the reason why many Christians, when they themselves or their children get sick, they don't take them to hospital, and then something very, very bad happens. On the other hand, the Christians that go to hospitals and that go to doctors, they, according to the Bible, this is not my interpretation, I'm just making statements of facts. The fact that they go to hospitals is a proof that they don't believe the Bible, and they don't believe the Apostle James, who's speaking on behalf of Jesus Christ, telling them to call the elders, to say prayers, and that they will be healed, they or their relatives, regardless. The point I'm trying to make again is that there is absolutely no indication of any knowledge of Jesus Christ or Jehovah or the apostles that there exist microorganisms that can be seen through a magnifying glass or a microscope, and that these microorganisms can cause diseases. But Jesus Christ himself and the apostles and Jehovah state that if a person is sick or ill, that means that he's possessed by Satan, and that any illness or sickness is of Satan. And so the only way to counter Satan's attacks is to pray to Jehovah and Jesus Christ, and they will be healed. This is the promise coming from the Bible. That's some food for thought that I wanted to give you today. Thank you for watching and listening.